7:02 a.m. Monday morning, and we're here in the gully. So, before I start what I'm going to do in this stream today, hey, streaming, and there's a stream, but so the plan for this is, so just to be aware, I am not touching that, or that bridge over there, or that, maybe the road cone, because why not? This is what we're working on. The idea here is to pull this all down, because I've got a better place for that. Here, I'm going to clear this away, make a tool, and dig in the side of the hill for a bit. And then we're going to be using bits of bamboo and sticks and stuff. There's a massive bamboo grove over there, in which we're going to be working on. So, for tools, we have a silky machine, a couple of chisels. I need to get a different drill bit, but a old hand drill, homemade knife, Trojan folding box cutter knife, some slings, rope, and then the people who have been making that, it seems as though they left a hatchet down here last time. Yesterday, I was down here Saturday with a friend, and the people who were building that were down here. That was not down here Saturday. So that must have been brought down either after I went home on Saturday or yesterday. It's like a nice stream. Now, we will not be drinking water from this stream. Maybe if we boil it. We have got a lighter in the bag, got some food and water here too. Raincoat just in case. But I'm going to be propping you guys up on that. Yeah, without further ado, let's get started. By the way, this is quite early, early for me. I usually don't wake up this early, usually up. I usually sleep until like maybe 12 if my partner's not staying over with me. He is tomorrow, tonight I mean. I actually didn't sleep. So, let's do a bit of bushcraft. Gully Chronicles. I don't have a lav mic, so I may be a bit quiet. Screw the gloves. We don't need those at this stage. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now is my silky saw to cut that off. I really need to make a stand. Oh well, we're going to have to keep relying on these Phoenix palm log pieces for now. I could use the machete or a hatchet for this job, but I've got a silky saw for this. So we're going to be using the silky saw. I don't know if I did. Yes, I did do that back cut deep enough. Okay. Oh, it's really early in the morning for this. Houses all up the bank over there. Houses all up the bank over there. So I've got to make sure that I'm not too loud doing this. I had to take out my piercings because one of the holes are hurting. Alright. I'm going to leave that fern there. Use silver fern? Yes. Silver fern. Gonna clear this out. I'm gonna have to get a decent stick to make a digging tool out of. Right there. Found it. Good digging tool. Piece of stick for good digging tool. This will work. These are nicely cut. It looks as if someone's been down here with a chainsaw. Yes, this is New Zealand. Currently in the whole of Hamilton, down in one of the public gullies. Behind. Pretty close to where I live. Not gonna state where I live for safety reasons. Nice. I'm not surprised because you knew that you didn't just default to Australia. I knew you must have been Kiwi. Was it my accent or the silver fern that gave it away? Yeah. Very noticeable accent. Now I currently don't have my hatchet, but I got one of the neighbor kids' hatchet that they left down here yesterday, I think it was. Bloody early for this shit too. Another thing that will help identify it being New Zealand, this. Found this here a few years ago, and actually this machete I discovered in there. They are, unfortunately, up and early if you consider about midday yesterday. Wait, one thing, I misread, shortening. It's old, the New World thing on the bar, you can tell it's old. They don't make these ones anymore. All the New World trolleys are fucking, they look like shit now. The countdown trolleys too, they're awful. I don't like how they look. I don't actually know how expensive they are. Also, personally, I think they should have kept Countdown as Countdown and not just it back to Woolworths. I grew up with it being Countdown, so I'm gonna call it Countdown. Ooh, I dropped out of high school last year in back in 2023 was my last year of high school. I finished year 12. It was either year 12 or year 11 in which I did job experience in a Countdown next to my high school. We were treated like shit, unsurprisingly. All the moorporks. Hear them a lot here, especially at night. Wait. No, point that way. I need to clear that out. Jesus! That's a lot. Hello, Demon Galaxy and Milana. Primitive digging tool. Actually, I've got a story about this gully. A couple years ago, one of my old friends and I, we came down here. We found this tin pot. This was me. We got this fence post. There's a bit of metal in there which was jutting out, and we'd like put it on the top of here. He set it on the top there and I just stamped it down with my foot, and now there's a big hoary hole in the bottom of this. That was fun. This isn't the first time I've done something like this. I did something like this farm in Cambridge, where I used pine trees. I made a 2-story hut. There is a video on that on the channel actually. When I think about it, I might run that way. Bringing you guys with me. Bring some of the slings. Grab some of the bamboo. Bunch of it. Should have brought some carabiners down with me. Got some bloody big slings here. Yep. This gully, I never really got the chance to hang out in when I was younger. But I'm an adult now, so parents can't do shit. Come on. I'll bring the rope instead, actually. This will be better to bring. If any of you recognize the gully or recognize the area I'm in, I would like you not to release the location of this area. You can show up if you want. Ah, yeah. Massive bamboo grove up over here. Now, I wouldn't really say massive, but pretty big. There's part of it, yes, I can zoom in over there. and the part I'm going to is further that way. This is new. Actually, I think the steps were here. Yeah, steps look like they've been here for years, but I think it was all covered up. I might found those. They might get in the way of the bamboo. I can actually drag these back too. Really need to make a gully stand so I don't get soil or... Yeah, look. Still a bit more covered up. I think the kids that were down here a couple days ago, the one that's building the dam down there, stairs there, I think they're uncovering it. Can't read from that far back. It'll be a council walkway, I can guarantee it. Fucking Hamilton Council. They don't seem to like taking care of these areas of Hamilton much. And again, sorry for the shaking there. This area is old as. Unless this is ways for the houses behind me to get to the public park. Those kids most likely will not be coming down the gully today as it's a Monday, and most likely school today. I don't know when the holidays start. School holidays, I know they start soon. Oh, really? We may be graced by the presence of those kids then. I don't interact with them much when they're down here. I've only seen them once. I don't know. I know basically nothing about them. The only thing I do know is that they know what they're doing when it comes to bushcraft. Considering they did in fact make a dam using mud and bits of bamboo. So they do in fact know what they're doing, which is surprising for a bunch of kids, especially Hamiltonians. Should do, but this is Hamilton. Shithole city. Only two things of actual worth here. I was told the council themselves said this, is the Hamilton Gardens and the road out. We have shit stores. I can't think of anything decent about this place. Hey. God damn it. Did I get the cut? Gonna have to take you guys back to the main area. Leave you there for a bit while I run back and drag these trees back. Guess so. I've lived here most of my life. I hate it here. I don't find much worth in it. Council doesn't take care of it much. But, I mean, I guess I got a cool gully behind it. Uni's massive though. And I did get to, living here, I did get to study under some of the best arborists in the country when I did my arborist course. Alright, I will be back in a short bit. Just gonna go drag those trees over. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh yeah. I mean, guess it's decent. It's not the prettiest, not the most fun place to live either. A lot of those rural towns are more fun to live in than Hamilton. A lot more farmland, a lot more bush areas. Just overall much better experience. This entire thing is actually going to be a bit of a struggle for me due to the fact I may have two medical conditions. I say may have. They're genetic conditions. Mum's been diagnosed with them, I think. They're relatively unknown in New Zealand. There's Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and POTS. I don't remember what POTS stands for. I didn't bring any electrolytes with me either, so at some point I'm gonna be fucked. Oh well, I'll be fine. Now, I'm going to use a unit in which my old friend and I'm gonna say we made up. I don't know if it already existed by then. We call it roundabouts. In the system we use here in New Zealand, one roundabout is roughly about 10 centimeters. So that's what I'm gonna be using for this. Okay. And if I remember correctly, that's about 10 or so centimeters, pretty sure. Should have brought a ruler. Fortunately, I didn't. I don't know how high I want to make the walls of this. That's fine. I don't know if that's rain. Or was that knife? Okay. I could. It will take ages. Yeah. I actually got to hold a tui once. That was an amazing experience. Basically, the little bugger got. It was a juvenile. Basically, the little bugger got drunk off Corfi sap, and then he bloody rammed into the window of our house, and then he got his foot stuck in the deck, so I had to get him out of that, and he just happily sat on my hand for about 15 minutes. A few years back, what year was it? 2023. Once in a lifetime experience. Late to school that day. Teachers didn't care because I got to hold a tui. I had photos for them. So they honestly did not mind. Oh, they are. I love tuis. Mum does too. Our house is covered in tui stuff. Mum absolutely loves them. Actually, should probably. I'm gonna do the first post here. It is. once in a lifetime experience too, to get to hold a wild tui. This is honestly exhausting. Especially when you don't get sleep. Kinda wanna make a fire in one of these stumps. I might do that actually. I do have a bunch of wood to work with. And I have chisels. I will try the drill though. I need to get a different drill bit for that. Oh, that's wet. God damn it. That's annoying.
Neither. You don't want to cut off my hands. So I'm gonna have to do it like that. Will do. See ya. Need to have a think about how I'm actually gonna go about this. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the last pillar. But not too close or too far away.
Gonna dig the hole there first. Now that'll be ready for the bamboo, this side at least. gonna be a lot of quiet points in this, because I do not have the ability to talk a lot. Oh, I'm going insane. I keep thinking that I'm hearing footsteps around. Oh, but not. Okay, well, that's where I'm gonna leave it off for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. Have a good one. See you in the next one. Bye.